What's going on, y'all? It's another edition of Tapped In with Time Flies. I really need to get an intro song or like a video. I think I'm gonna have a competition or something like that. Have niggas send me in a song, and then we can go ahead and whoever got the best drum, we'll put it at the beginning. Cause I can try to intro my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody do that shit for me. But I ain't gonna lie, last time I did that though, I told niggas, somebody hit me, was like, I got a beat for you, play at the beginning. Somebody send me the pack. That shit was like the worst beats I ever heard in my life, bro. Yeah. But shout out to you, bro. Like, you mean, keep working. Shout out. Keep working. He still get the shout out, but you mean, cause you got to motivate niggas. Keep working. That shit wasn't it. And it was like 7 beats. That shit wasn't it. Or it ain't for my show. I don't know, it might be for somebody else's show. It ain't for mine though. But you know, shout out to you, bro. But we here, man. Like I said, another edition of Tapped In with Time Flies. Me being, of course, Time Flies, and back in a special setting. The room filled a little bit. You know, I like when it's like that, create the vibe, the essence. I mean, it's a million niggas in here, but it's all good, you know. It's all good. And I got a guest, but before I get into it, I got to shout out my last episode. And who the hell was on my last episode?
Was it Too Rare?
It was. Shout out to Rare.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, bro. I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? I'm going to be completely honest, right? I've been doing so much this past month alone. I don't know. I just been running around, not only my own show, but just like other shows too that I'm working on too. So I just about to say somebody else, but I wasn't supposed to say because that's on somebody else's show. But yeah, shout out to Rare, man. Rare, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, that's the game.
Appreciate him for coming through and just we had a good time, man. And yeah, man, we gonna keep doing that every time. So yeah, so I got to see the person sitting across from me. Came across I've been already came across his music and everything like that, but I felt like this was the perfect time for us to get together and sit down. And also I got the vibe that, you know, he had some shit he wanted to get off his chest and you know, some shit he wanted to talk about. So where else better to do it than up here with me, right? Right? That's what it seemed like, right?
No, facts.
So we got Yung Cash Capre up here. Just let him know how you feeling, bro.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's Yung Cash Capre. I always got to get that North Philadelphia intro. Always from the rip, because, like, even put it on my chain. Custer and Clearfield, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hood, because that's what I'm doing it for, the hood.
You feel me? For the hood, you mean? Before we get into everything, just let me know just how you feeling right now, your state of mind in this current time, the present day. Just what's going on. And if you could shout out to the people you got in the back too if you want to. I mean, they gonna see him on the cam.
Yeah, my team. This behind me. This is my team. Everybody. Well, if you follow Yung Cash Capre, if you don't, it's like the familiar faces y'all always gonna see. I got my manager J Biz. It's my brother Ed, my brother Lil. They always with me.
Yeah, no, you mean in case the women in the comments think like, why you ain't shout your friends out? Like, you mean?
Yeah, facts. I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them. Yeah, shout out to the guys.
That's a real thing.
I don't want to look crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. But yeah, bro, just get into how you feel right now in this present day, this present time, man. Like, what's going on?
Honestly, man.
Yeah, so he said honestly, more importantly, because that's what we out here to be.
Yeah,
you know
honestly, I've been like, this Saturday I just buried my mom. You know what I'm saying? I just lost my mom this year, my grandmom, and my little brother all in this. Well, my little brother, my mom passed this year. My grandma passed last year, so I lost my mom, my little brother this year. I've been super down. Right. Super duper down. I've been trying to basically just get myself back to the point where I could feel like I'm human. Like I've been feeling like you feel me? I've been feeling like I'm in a different world. Like
right.
Since the passing of my mom. Let me say that. Clarify that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been just trying to basically get my mental back for real.
Right. Now, not to say before because we gonna go and I'm pretty sure our conversation is gonna take us into that realm. We gonna get on that because I'm glad that you because we kind of can relate on the same thing, and I'll get into it later on in the episode.
Yeah.
But I just want to start off first by saying we're going to get into just because music is your life, right?
Absolutely.
It's the reason you're here. It's the reason you're able to, you know, just be able to move around and do everything you guys want to do. So I want to get into just YKC, just get into the name, you know.
Yeah. Where
it came from, growing up in Philly, just everything surrounding that before we go ahead and get into, because we gonna get deep, I promise you.
Yeah, facts.
We gonna get deep, trust me. That's why we up here. But just get into Yung Cash Capre, how it came about.
My name
just getting started.
My name actually came from my nephew. My older brother had a baby. It would have been my first nephew. His umbilical cord got wrapped around his neck when it was almost time for him to be born. So I think it was like his couple months in before he was about to be born, his umbilical cord had wrapped around his neck and shit. So he died. So it was like that would have been my first nephew, and I was like kind of super excited. So it was like I'm gonna keep his name. His name's supposed to be Cash Capre, and he died at a very young age. So I used like Young Cash Capre. So I wasn't even like using like Young Cash Capre as me. I was using it as like a family thing. You know what I'm saying? Like YKC is like a movement. You feel me? But then it became me over time. Like he living through me basically. Like to keep his name alive. That's like basically where the name came from. And then like I always talk about north side of Philly. That's where I'm from like K&A, born and raised like in that area. So it's like growing up in Philly for me, it was just like, I don't know, bro. It's like everybody got different kind of stories. You know what I'm trying to say? My story was like, I grew up with 11 siblings. My mom had 11 kids. My mom and my dad was married for like 16 years. Then they got divorced. My mom moved to Virginia. My dad stayed here with us. Me and my four other brothers, like they older. But I'm the third oldest, so like us, we stayed here. You feel me? And we all grew up together while my mom was out there and shit.
Okay. So how was that too, growing up with having that? Because I had the same amount of siblings too. I got one right here in the studio with me.
Yeah.
But it's a million of us running around, bro.
Facts.
Every day we introduce somebody new. My pop was a guy for whatever reason. He just, you know what I mean? I don't know what it was, because he couldn't slow down at any point in life. So I be having, like, a couple years ago, we had a girl pop up at his crib one time and just walk in. We all sitting there chilling. She come downstairs. She like, all right, y'all. I'm your sister, by the way, and just left out. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
Oh, all right, well, hi. Like, she was like 25.
Crazy. I like this topic because out of nowhere that just came up. Like, it's funny because I got 3 daughters already, right?
Yeah.
So I got 3 daughters. My oldest daughter is 5. So before the interview even started, we was already talking about the same shit. Like, whereas though, like, shorty just came up out of nowhere 4 years ago talking about I might possibly have a 3-year-old son. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck?
what the fuck?
Like, why you wait 4 years to come tell me that I might possibly got a son? Like, that I would have loved to be there for. So that's crazy.
Exactly. Well, rather we do it over the phone than on some Mari shit, man. Because then you get messy, that. You mean, and your face all over the TV and shit. We don't want that. But yeah, so that was a little different. Like, we ain't even had no conversation. Just was high and by. So I'm like, and that was the last time I seen her too. So shout out to her. I don't even know her name, but she out here somewhere running around. You mean?
She out
here somewhere running around. But just talk about just your introduction into music. Like, what made you get into just in music, period. Like, his music's all around us. Like, you know, it's key, helps us in key moments in our life. It kind of raises us, too, in a sense. So just getting the music, and how does it, like, kind of relate to, like, your life?
It's crazy because, like, I'm gonna just, like, switch up the topic quick. I was in high school. My favorite topic in high school was math. Like,
yeah, I hated math, by the way,
yeah, I love math. You feel me? But I was always a good writer, but I hated reading. You get it? Like, I could read so well, but I hated the class because we always got to write a lot of shit. You know what I'm trying to say?
You sound like me,
so
bro.
it was like, I was like a poet boy, like a heavy poet boy. So I was always good with words. So, like, my older cousins, shit, they was rapping and shit, like, all the time. So I always wanted to be there with them, like, on a rap scene. So then, like, I used to beg them to go to the studio. My cousin had a studio in South Philly in his basement. Okay. And I was like around 10 years old. I was just down there all the time trying to tap into the music area. Right. So it was like I grew up around it. It was like starting to become me. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And the thing about music was, like, it's really my passion. Like, I really love it. I feel like I don't got no plan B, because how the first letter in the alphabet is what? A. Feel me? So if I can't get past A, how the fuck I'm gonna just skip and go to B? Mm-hmm. So that's how I was with the music shit. Like, I feel like music is my first and last everything. If I can't make it here, then I probably just don't make it at all. Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel, like, with the music shit.
And that's good too. That's good. Sometimes you don't need a plan B, bro, because then that's like knowing you got some shit to fall back on. It's like, all right, if I fail here, now I got that to fall back on. No, I don't like knowing I got shit to fall back on. We can't lose here. Like, this is it. Like, we can't fail here. Like, this is it for us. So that's kind of a good thing too, bro, because that's kind of like how with your passion, like, sometimes it's just that. Like, you got a lot of people that try to hand it a bunch of shit. Yeah, some niggas want to write, some niggas want to make music, some niggas want to paint and all that, and that's cool too. But at some point, what's your passion? Like, knowing you can't fail at that at all. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like, it helps knowing that we can't fail at that. Like, this shit, this gotta count. We gotta make this shit count. So, yeah, I'm not. You know, I relate to that shit too.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. So what like who actually influenced you? How was it growing up in North too? Like, just on the music scene, because around. Well, you growing up, we kind of had, you was in the Meek Mill era.
Besides the oldest artists, like older artists, like Meek and all them niggas, like Reed and all them, like during my time, of course, that's who I grew up on, like in that era. But like when I first came out with that, with my one record called Collect Call, even though I know we're probably gonna get to that later. When I first came out with that first record, I think I probably was like the only artist during that time, like on some shit. Besides like when PNB Rock first came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rock.
Yeah, because PNB Rock was before me, and then you feel me. And then after that, it was like I was just bubbled on some shit like.
Yeah. My first time hearing Collect Call
from
too.
North Side. From the North Side, I'm saying like
crazy.
As a North nigga, I ain't. It wasn't no other artists yet.
Yeah. Kind of like now. I had Kwani and came up here a couple episodes ago, and we was kind of talking about the whole North Philly on the music scene and how kind of like y'all got everything.
Yeah.
Holding shit down in the city right now. Don't get me wrong. Now I'm here for all parts of the city.
Yeah. West Side was killing them for a minute too with the D4M, Skiano, and all them niggas.
Yeah.
They was One Mirror. No.
Yeah, everybody, every part. Yeah, we got. I don't know who the fuck that was, but yeah, every part of city, every area got their own personality, their own sound. Everything's going on, but you know it's not hard if you just take a step back and just look at the surface of things. You just like, damn, how can we not say North?
I'm gonna say something real quick. Like West Side niggas, they was holding that shit down another level. I'm gonna tell you why, because it was like everybody that was in the West Side was working with each other. North Side niggas don't do that. Like they probably click up with like a certain clique, but everybody ain't working as a unit. Like, Like West Side, once the young, what's the nigga name? Sim Santana. Once he got on, then he started pulling his young boys up. Then they started pulling them up. That's how that shit was going up West. But North Side was definitely not working like that. Yeah.
And then that's it came around now where you see everybody, and we still trying to crack that. We still trying to get that to kind of I could take accountability for that. I get niggas up here and I try to bait them into saying, yo, so we want to see you work with this person and that person. Like, so how can we make that happen? And niggas like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't really blah. Like, yeah, that's cool, but we gonna make that happen. Like, I know people. I know all the artists or anybody that's doing something in the city. They all know me, so we all connect. They all phone call away. And I'm like, listen, bro. If it's anything like some underlying shit, some beef or whatever it is, you mean like if it's some petty shit, we can pass that and get past that, bro. Like at my job is I got people up here to sit down and have a conversation. I got so many people watch labels, all types of shit watching. So they want to know. They call and ask about. For example, they call and ask about,
shout the refs next.
They call and ask about people and we want to see this person work with that person. It's like, all right, we see you make that happen. I be trying to tell people, bro, if it's some petty shit, we can get past that, man. There's just money to be made out here, bro. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, we just want good music. We want to see niggas succeed. So, I be doing that too sometimes. Too. Y'all niggas know I be calling y'all like, yo, listen, I need to see you work with such and such.
Yeah, real
like, all right, bro. For time, cool. That's what we like to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's what we like to see. But so who you saying that actually, like, as far as on the artistic side of things, like, who was you, like, influenced by, or who was you, like, listening to, really? Like, it could be anywhere. It ain't gotta just be in the city, just period, like, in your artistry.
Well, Meek my favorite artist, like.
Okay.
Like, that's just where I'm at with it. But, it's crazy because the the rap and hip-hop shit ain't really even my scene. Like, I'm really, like, a heavy R&B boy. Like,
me too.
I'm heavy on the R&B scene, like, Summer Walker, Party Next Door, Bryson Tiller. I'm all that way. Brent. Fucking Give On, whatever that nigga name.
Yeah.
All of them is like my favorite artists forever.
Yeah. Listen, 95% of the time, I'm listening to R&B. I listen to rap.
Real rap.
Rap puts you in a certain, when you in a certain like mood, then you gotta do some rap shit. But 95% of the time, bro, I got the R&B on, giving. I don't really want to hear all that rapid shoot. Come on, bro.
That's how I feel, bro.
Mean? Like,
I'm motivated by the R&B.
Yeah,
Heavy.
Bro. Yeah, as it should be. So I definitely feel you with that shit. So do they kind of help shape like your sound? Like when you go in, it's time to create. Like just like, is there anybody you hear you be like, I like how this person did that. Let me try to implement that into what it is I do and make it like my own thing. Or do you try to like stay away from listening to certain people because you don't want to get too influenced by people?
I try to stay away from artists in the city. Yeah. I don't want to imitate nobody that I could be around. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like industry artists. I just listen to like wordplay. I just like to try to get like a better vocabulary without using the dictionary, like because they speak different. Like their music be different. So that's my main focus to try to imitate. How can I make a better song?
Yeah, because a lot of time you see people get popping for like a certain sound or like a certain thing they're doing in the city, and then it's like people see it working for that person, and they kind of like imitate it or like replicate it in a way, but you can still kind of see it's like, so it's kind of hard to try to not get influenced by that because it's like, damn, if it's working for this person, then let me just try it, and then but it's like it's kind of we could tell. Like I think we got a little bit too much of that going on right now too. And I be trying to get niggas out of it by like threatening niggas like, yo, if you sound like this person, you can't come up here and have a conversation with me.
No, fact.
And they be mad at me, but I be like, listen, I had to put a little PSA out there on my gram the other day. Like, listen, bro, like, cause all right, I'm just saying it here because I said it already on Instagram, but just in case niggas ain't look, I know niggas watch this shit. Just when people come to DM me and stuff though, bro, I'm like, how can I get on the show? How can I come up there and get on the podcast? How can we get you to? And I'm like, the only way to do it is if I reach out, right?
Yeah, real shit.
Is if I reach out and say I want you up here. Not to say I'm paying attention to everything, bro. I got 1,000,001. My little brother, 1,000,001 niggas around me that put me on and shit and let me know what's going on and see if I miss it. So if I like, yo, I'm intrigued by this. Let's get it done. All that, cause I got niggas in there like I seen 250 to 300, and I'm like, yeah, I could have taken the money, but now I'm wasting content. Like, I'm having a conversation with you because you paid to be up here. That's not genuine at all.
Right.
The vibe ain't gonna be the same. Like, I'm just sitting talking to you just for a check. Like,
yeah.
And I'm just like, that ain't the type of shit we really do up here. So it ain't no shot that no other media platforms and all that shit. But my shit is like an exclusive, like, you know, to be up here, it really means something to really be up here.
Yeah.
Like, trust me. So that's just for y'all. There your answer right there. If y'all gonna be up here, it's because I want y'all up here. Not to say it's not gonna happen, but just work hard and get on the radar, and then we make it happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So don't threaten me, man. 'Cause I seen them play school park comments, man. You know what I'm saying? They be going crazy, bro. But all right, so let's start in the beginning, man. Let's start your first real, like, you know, getting the look was when you went viral, right?
Yep.
Talk about that. Talk about how that was for you and how that kind of impacted your life.
The story behind that Collect Call song was I had went to jail for attempted murder and shit.
Okay.
And then during my time being locked up, I had met this nigga in there named DC Puff. So to me, what they was telling me was there was one of Meek bodyguards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which he was in the DC camp, but I don't think he really was Meek bodyguard.
Okay.
You feel me? But he was a part of the camp.
Okay.
So when they came in and shit, I was already letting them hear my music and shit that I was making in the cell and shit. So I had let him hear my music and shit. So he like, damn, young boy, you fire. Like, I'm going to send you my number, so I'm about to go home. But when you come home, just call my phone and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had a phone call with this little shorty that's like, I was calling her every day. You know, when you're in jail, you need somebody to talk to type of shit. So I was calling her damn near every day. And then this one time I called her, she like, I had to stop calling her type shit because she had got a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So my old head like, yo, go in the cell and write a song about that shit. So I wrote a song about the girl like not pushing 5 for me and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So then when I came home and shit, me and my brother, we was at church and shit. So we at church. So we go outside. I'm like, yo, bro, record this video for me real quick. Mm-hmm. So I think.
Wait, that's where you was coming from?
Yeah.
In the video?
No.
I'm about to say, no. That's some fly shit leaving church. Well, press record, bro.
Yo, it's crazy. I should have did that shit like that, though. No. I told him to record the video, but I think his little brother wound up doing it.
Okay.
Because he was on some nut shit. So I'm like, all right, we still get this shit done regardless.
Uh-huh.
So I walked down the street, just recording the video. I post this shit. So I started sending it to, like, everybody that I knew. Like, yo, we post this shit on y'all page and shit.
Right.
Everybody just posting that shit. Everybody coming to my page. So this one day I'm in the crib and shit. I ain't gonna cap. O'Malley liked my shit first. Boom. I'm like, damn. Then I see Meek and them start liking my shit. So I'm getting excited. I'm thinking I made it. First of all, I just turned 18. I'm like, yo, I'm on.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. It's a different type. But once you start seeing the people you look up to and respect
bro,
on your shit,
that
crazy,
shit
be like,
bro.
That shit be like, damn, my first little joint, I had somebody I look up to. I seen that shit. I start calling everybody. Yo, bro, go look at my likes. Right, search this name.
Yeah.
That shit right in there. Yeah, right. I'm about to call all my bitches. But
in fact, that's exactly how I would do.
That's how that shit be.
I'm thinking I'm on this shit, so I was smelling myself a little bit. So then I called Melly and shit. I skipped the part. I called a nigga that told me to call him when I came home.
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
boy Puff.
Yeah, Puff. So Puff had sent me to the studio with O and them. That's how I met O and shit.
Mm-hmm. So
to further the story, O called me this one day. Me and him, I think he had a will that time. I ain't have a will. So I'm like, O just told us come meet him real quick and shit. Mm-hmm. So me and him go meet O at this restaurant, and we started talking and shit. From there, like from that day, that's how like me and O just became like brothers. Like that's where we at right now. That's like my brother. You feel me? Yeah,
yo, bro.
They shout out. You gotta put that show more down.
Yeah. Oh, niggas is crazy, bro. Like he over there
smiling.
waving and shit. Like, come on, bro. We trying to get serious here, bro. Damn, man.
Yeah. That's big. That story.
Nigga, that's the shit we do at kids too. Badass kids, we're banging the glass and shit. Fuck out of here, old head. No, we good. We gonna keep it going.
Yeah. That's basically how that story went like that, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. So when you start seeing the reaction and you start seeing it moving around, make waves throughout was it any like specific person other than, you know, we gonna get into your relationship with O'Malley, but anybody else you seen like reposted or like give you a feedback or say like, yo, you know, I fuck with you, yada yada yada. Like, was anybody like specifically that kind of was like, yo, this shit might be real for me. Like this music shit might be real.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that. It's like it's like once I was around, that's how I started, like, basically linking up with, like, a bunch of different artists, like Herb and all them niggas, just being around. Cause you know how that shit goes. Benefits when hanging with certain niggas. Yeah. So that's how, like, most of the time, and then, like, because of him, like Rick Ross and T.I. and all them other niggas started seeing my shit. Like, matter of fact, it was another person I can't forget, Garcia, Ape Gang Garcia.
Garcia.
Yeah, Ape Gang Garcia. That's my guy, bro. I fuck with Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia got ride on some shit right now. Shout out to them.
Yeah. I was rocking with Garcia for a little bit too. Yeah.
All right, so just once you see that, just further get into it for real though, just your relationship with O. Like, over the years, you said he was one of the first people to kind of,
to this
put
day,
you around
bro.
people. Just explain your relationship.
I don't know, man. That shit with O was like when I was working with O, bro, he wanted me down with own breed and shit like that. So I started rocking with DC own breed type shit. But it was like none of no contract type shit. It was like some like
I just fuck with you.
Yeah, like you my young boy type shit. So it was like over the time, like me just hanging out with him like day to day. We was just like building a super relationship, and then it became to the point where music wasn't even like the reason why. You feel me? It was like more of some like love type shit. Like I started staying over the nigga crib and all that shit. I met his kids and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. It just became like deeper into like some family shit, bro. Like.
Right. So would you say like our relationships kind of like more important than any other part as far as putting music out there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you would think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
because it's like having credit. It's like motherfuckers always ask the question, what's better, credit or money? Stupid motherfucker gonna say money.
Yeah.
But the smart guy gonna say credit. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like if you knowing a certain person, a relationship is always better than money because you can do more with relationships than money.
Exactly.
Facts.
It's kind of like the money and like you said, the money and fame shit too. When niggas like, I'd rather want to look right. You know, like you can make the money right, but if you go broke tomorrow, that's all you got to fall back on is the money. You kind of like, that's why I understand the people that want to be famous, because it's like the fame shouldn't take you anywhere. Like people know your face, you recognizable, and you a personality. That's why we see, not to say niggas fall off here. Don't take this the wrong way. But when you see people, they do music, and then later on down the road, we see them on other like reality shows and all that type of stuff. Why you think that is? Because the fame, like you know what I mean. So that's always gonna play. That's way bigger than any type of thing. Like relationships too, way more important.
Yeah.
Who you know would take you so much further than probably anything else.
Let me speak on something, like, and this not throwing no shots to nobody in the city. This just be
say
just
what you want,
talking.
bro. Say what you want. We up here tapped in.
Because I want nobody look at me, I don't know that ass nigga. You feel me?
We tapped
like,
in.
On a real level, that's why like a lot of artists that was from Philly that got in a position where as though they could have been on, ain't like right now in 2021.
They shelved.
They ain't that person no more. Reason why I'm still in a position since 2017 to 2021, because I built relationships over the time. When Collect Call, it didn't even blow up, it bubbled. You feel me? It's a difference between blowing up and
I'm glad you know the difference. Because a lot of niggas that take or think that their local song or a local whatever is them blowing up.
Yeah, no.
But like you just bubbling. We just explained this, I think, on the episode with Rare, and I'm like, you haven't even seen the surface, bro. You ain't hit the ceiling, bro. Niggas get too big headed though.
That's why.
And it's hard to tell them. They ain't got the right people behind them, right people beside them to tell them like, we gotta stay on task, bro. So, bro, a lot of niggas, it's an ego thing with a lot of niggas. Once they start seeing that little bit of fame or that little bit of money or notoriety come in, bro, they take that shit and they run with it. Bro,
talk to any artist that met me, like Too Rare, One Mirror, F.A. Snoop, anybody, bro. I be really humbling these artists like that I fuck with, just because like I've been in a position before them. You feel me? Like I be on some shit like, if you lose yourself thinking that you in a position that you really not, that's what's gonna fuck you over. You're gonna be done faster than you thought because you know what I'm saying? Like I stay humble throughout this whole shit, and I have real relationships. Like if I lose my Instagram right now, it's motherfuckers that I really can call because I have numbers and relationships that these people don't know what to do with that shit. You feel me?
Exactly. Relationships, people, are key. They're important.
Facts.
A lot of the times, I tell people all the time, you never know that who you might meet along the way, because people kind of know my story already, like, but I meet a specific person, that person can put you around so much more opportunity, bro. Like relationships open way more doors.
And don't forget to be loyal, man. Loyalty is the main fucking purpose of this shit, bro.
Exactly. I know, but the reality of things is some niggas just be opportunists.
No, that's a fact.
And they take whatever come. They might be rocking with you here and there, but this person got it better. This person next to this person, I'm gonna go ahead and rock with this person. But it's niggas that you've been with from the jump.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's all crazy here, bro. Like really, like I try to kick that shit to niggas, but they won't want to understand until they go through it and see some shit, and they in a position to where as though they gotta reflect on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just know what to do better the next time around. So, not saying I want the worst.
Chance, though,
if you get that chance, hopefully you work hard enough and you dedicate enough to get that chance. Cause a nigga like me competitive, bro. I like the thrill of that shit. Feeling like I ain't gonna be able to make this shit.
Yeah.
Bet.
Fact.
Let me show you we can do it.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So with your music and stuff, right? Talk about how you feel like the support system here is in the city. Like, how do you feel like people go about how they support you? Like, do you think it's kind of like a popularity thing, or do you think people just genuinely support the music?
Definitely a popularity thing.
More so.
People support what's popping.
Agreed.
People support what's popping.
Do you think you get your just due when we talk about just music side of things? Like,
bro, I'm gonna keep it real. It's like I don't understand how I'm boxed out of this shit. Like that's how I feel. I feel like I'm boxed out of this shit. It's like I fuck with people like it. Like you know how that shit go. Like say if you see like one of your old heads that's supposed to be a big old head, right? Mm-hmm. And then they see you and they show you love, and then like when they not around you, the love ain't the same. You get it? That's how I feel. Like motherfuckers be like fake. There's not no real like genuine love. Like
my whole thing is what I say all the time. We're gonna be honest up here. My whole thing be about I feel like you got a relationship with somebody, and that person may be able to kind of help your situation a little bit. Yeah. Or like, and this person, you might fuck with this person. Like, man, we cool. Like, we folks. Like, we fuck with each other. And it's like, the person don't try to like publicly like give you a push or put you out there. And we was like, all I need is just this. This is this. And it might be some minor shit to you. And you be like, why the fuck can nobody ever look out for me and do that part? I feel like I've never really understood that. It's kind of like, damn. Because I would do the same for that person, you mean, or for anybody, like, just being too genuine, and you kind of expect it back from people, and that you realize, like, yo, man, people ain't coming how you coming, I mean, niggas ain't really the same, but that shit always just be floating, bro. For years, I was saying that, like, yo, I had people behind the scenes hit me and be like, yo, bro, I fuck with you, you this, you that, you do this and that, but in publicly, we ain't get the same amount of acknowledgement, none of that shit.
Bro, it's like this.
You know how much a post on the gram could do for a nigga,
that's what I'm about
bro?
to say. Like, me, the kind of nigga I am. Like, I'm the kind of nigga, but that's why, like, throughout my process, there's a lot of shit I had to learn, bro. Because, like, I feel like if God would have put me in position back then, I probably would have been on some nut shit. Because it's like, I was doing shit for people that today never did the same shit or would do the same shit for me. Right. You feel me? Like, even, like, I'll be riding in a car with O'Malley or somebody, like, and I'll play, like, an upcoming artist that he don't even fucking know. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say no names, but I got somebody a feature on that same note, like just playing the song. Like, call that person. Such. Then they link up, and you know what I'm saying, and them motherfuckers probably been around motherfuckers. They could have did the same shit for me before. Didn't do it, but I don't count it like that because I'm still gonna receive my blessings regardless. Exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like I don't let that shit affect me at all.
Exactly. And people will fuck with that type shit too, because it's like when you're not off for self, people can sense that. People can sense when you're not all for just this ain't a selfish. You mean like. That shit is a real thing.
You know how many motherfuckers I used to watch that watch me today?
Bro, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Bro, real quick, and we gonna get off this because I don't need nobody. It's so what I do, right? My peers is everybody I look up to. I can call them motherfuckers right now. Niggas I used to watch 5-6 years ago who I would never thought I'd be able to be around, let alone be in touch with a phone call, text message away.
Facts.
And it's like, you would have never fucking thought you'd be able to do that. And a lot of niggas like won't hit you and be like, yo, man, you helped me with this, or I was influenced by this and that. Publicly, they'd catch you and be like, yo, bro. I had somebody actually do this. Like somebody who I thought that was on the radio, big time, doing a bunch of big shit. One time we seen each other backstage somewhere, pulled me to the side and was like, yo, bro, I've been watching you for such and such many years. Yo, you real big. Like, I appreciate everything you do for the city. You kind of helped me do this and that. Yeah. I'm just like, where the fuck this come from? Like, why you couldn't, you mean? Like, I appreciate that aspect of it, but that was the last time I heard that shit. Like, you took my shit and ran with it. No credit, no none of that. Just on some, I'm going to give you a conversation, a little thank you, and then we going to move on about our way. Yeah. And it's like, well, damn, why everybody got to be all for self? Like, you mean? Like, you know how much that could have did if you just said, yo, I got this from this person. You mean? Yeah, right. Like, it just, this city is just crazy, but we fixing it. We putting it back together. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing them comments and niggas asking me to repair the city. Niggas think I'm Batman or some shit, bro.
I really found out what love is when I went to Miami, bro.
Yeah, explain it.
When my manager first took me to Miami, right? I'm in the studio, bro. Mind you, I had listened to this nigga Zoe Dollar shit a long time ago. Run through the money, run. That been my favorite song. But I'm in the studio recording Big Drip. I'm doing my freestyle to Big Drip. The nigga in the studio with me the whole time. I didn't even know it was fucking him, bro.
Yeah.
my manager, my cousin. So I come out the booth. I'm in the booth like, what the fuck is this nigga like? So my cousin like, yeah, that's Zoe Dollars. But mind you, I know who Zoe Dollars is.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's Zoe? I'm like, yeah. So then I'm like, dang. So that first day I met the nigga, bro, this nigga then took us like, bro, we backdooring Live. We this place, that place in Miami, the biggest clubs. We with Tory, with everybody. Like
real,
the niggas show like real genuine love. You feel me? Like walking us back, bro. We had DJ Khaled birthday, the biggest birthday in Live that night, and we there. Feel me?
Bro.
Like niggas start showing like mad love, bro. Like real love. Like and niggas was doing it out of love. We was traveling in different states with the nigga and all that, bro. Like real shit, bro.
You can't replicate
and he was linking us with niggas. When he wasn't with us, he was linking us with niggas that we can be around just to. Feel me?
And it's like, what more can you ask for? Like, I mean, like that. Sometimes that shit just fall in line, be the timing and everything, bro. Like, you can't ask for nothing else better than that, bro. Like, no bullshit. I just want niggas to pay attention and really take heed to like the conversation that we having, because this shit is really real. Like, I don't really know how to explain this shit though. Like, that's really what it is. Like,
no, real rap.
But I want to get back into you, bro. So I just want to talk about more so about just the personal side of everything, like in your life, and how that's been kind of like affecting you. I want to say like on the personal side too, but then musically, like because so you mentioned earlier about your mom passing away, just everything you've dealt with this year. How was that kind of like? Did it kind of help you on like the music side of things, or where did it put you at? Realizing that if anything else you wanted to like focus on like more, or like did it have like a self-reflection type of moment on you? So I'm gonna get into that too after you answer, because I want some shit I gotta explain about.
Crazy part is like, bro, I can't even explain that shit because I don't even know what to say. Like,
no,
I've been in the mode. Yeah. I've been in the like zone where I feel like I'm losing myself. Not like losing myself like on some like. What I want to say is like losing myself like far as like mentally. Like I don't know. I feel lost. Like I feel like in the big world I feel lost. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel alone even though I got people. You feel me?
Right.
So it'd be like I'm in the point where I'm just trying to like. Be alone, like, because I don't know what to do no more. Like, even like I feel like all this shit is like a step to something else, but I just don't know what. You feel me? You know how you can ask a million questions and never get the answers to them? Yeah. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm like, damn, like, wow, all this shit happening to me. Like, even with my little brother passing, I don't know if you know, but I got charged for that shit. Feel me? I'm still going to court for that shit. It's my first court day on September 28th and shit. So it's like all this shit happening to me at one point. And I don't know if it's because like I wanted to be like bigger than life. Sometimes like when you want to be bigger than life, it's a cost to that shit. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like, it's either you gonna take this shit or you gonna back out of it. So I'm at the point where I'm just trying to figure it all out. Yeah.
I want to say that too because, see, my mom passed away before I even got a chance to even realize that this media shit was kind of like my passion. Yeah. I was 14. My mom passed away. Still 14, you don't know nothing about nothing. You just 14.
Facts.
14, like out here living life as you a kid, damn near still. And I didn't know what the fuck after that point in time, bro. Like I went through a situation to where as though my mom passed away. We had to move with my aunt. Kind of like my sister went. Because on my mom's side, there's 4 of us. It's my 2 little brothers and then my sister. My sister went her own separate way with my grandma, me with my aunt. So it was kind of like for years, bro. Like. You know how you in school and they'll be like, what you want to be when you grow up? They always ask, what you want to be when you grow up? Doctor, cop, firefighter, blah, blah, blah. I always could never answer that question. And it was like, why? Like, why the fuck don't I know? And as I'm getting closer to the time, you get to start getting towards college and stuff. And I still did not have anything figured out for me, bro. So I used to be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, kind of like going through shit like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I can never answer these type of questions. Like, so I used to have people like, because then I started drawing in school. I was cutting all this shit. Just and people was like relating it back to like, well, your mom passed. That's probably still holding the grudge. You probably still going through something. And I was like, no, like I don't think it's that. Like I just don't know what it is. Like I connect, like you said, I didn't have no answers for none of that. Like nothing that was going on in my life. It was a whole bunch of bad shit at one point in time, bro. Literally from 14 up until like throughout my whole teenage years, bro, including school, everything. It's just so much shit that I kind of went through that I was like, damn, like I don't even know no explanation for none of it. So I kind of like where you at right now. Yeah. I've been at that point. Like my little brother here, which he was there going through it with me the whole time. We went through the same shit. Yeah. So I kind of understand. Like I don't understand all too well, actually. and just what mode that would put you in, because I could never explain what the fuck it was going on. And even still to this day, like I just turned 28 this year. My mom died, I was 14. I spent 14 years with her. Now I spent 14 years without her. And it was kind of like when it happened, it was like a moment to where as though I seen everybody around me crying. Everybody crying. And I was the only person that kind of was like I wasn't not to say I wasn't unmoved, but it was kind of like it was affecting me different, but not like an emotional aspect. It was kind of like at that age I kind of understood like life a little bit. It was like this is just life, bro. Like I can make excuses for however many years, saying like, and niggas gonna accept those excuses. Like I failed in school, I did this and that, and niggas can relate it back to, well, his mom passed when he could. And I'm like, do I want to be that person to kind of use that excuse throughout the rest of my life and live off that? Or do I want to make some shit out of this? Like, and I didn't realize that point till I was like 19. Like, it took that long for me to kind of figure that out as I was going through life. And then I realized when I turned 21, I was going to college. I was going to community. And I'm like, I want to get into broadcasting. Like, I was listening to podcasts, listening to like people. And I'm like, I kind of think that's what I wanted to do. And then I had to leave school in that very moment because my son's mom got pregnant with my son. So I was going to school, work, and then I had him on the way. And then once that happened, bro, kind of put my back against the wall. Like, I had a son coming, I got to do this and that, all this shit going on. And that's when I found this shit. Like, I found this shit, bro. Like, I spent my last couple bread on a MacBook, ordered that shit, ordered some mics, and then in the middle room, all this shit just came together for me, bro. All this shit just everything just started clicking, started coming together. So I don't really talk about my journey. Like, people tell me all the time, I don't really get too personal, just out in public, because I gotta, when we get to the right time, then I'm gonna go explain everything to people. But just like, I felt like when I knew you had you coming up here, that I had to go through that, let you know that you weren't the only person going through that shit, bro. Yeah. Because trust me, we been there. Like, I've been there, all same situation, everything. So feeling like you lost and don't have the answer for everything right now, bro, is not like out of the ordinary, bro. Like that, you're gonna have that moment, and you don't know how long it's gonna last. But the more discipline and the more like just you stay consistent with just your music, knowing who you is, bro, that you're gonna make it through that shit. Like, regardless. And I had to make sure with you up here that I can tell you that shit, like, to your face, bro. Because that shit ain't no feeling like you just in a like a black hole for like the longest, and then you just gotta make sure you stay yourself throughout the whole process, bro. Yeah,
like, that shit. Really all it is. Benz, though, that shit just now happened. That shit affected me a lot, because then I'd be like, because I'm still doing music and shit. I still gotta cater to my fans and all that shit. So it'd be like, I'd be like on some mixed emotion shit on like IG. Like, I might be happy one moment, the next moment I'm like back depressed again, but I'm really feeling depressed the whole time. It's just like I'm trying to incorporate both of that shit into like trying to stay consistent for the people, when the whole time I really might just gotta take a break off the net for a while just to get myself right, so I can bounce back and be Cash Capre again. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people ain't gonna understand it, bro. But as long as, like, whatever it is you decide to do, like, you can't. And I also learned that you can't really. Sometimes you just have to be misunderstood and just live with that. Like,
yeah. Fact.
Try to explain yourself and try to explain your actions for this and how you move and this and that. People are gonna try to relate it back to, just because you're going through this in life, and it's like, nah, it's just certain shit you just can't explain. Like, and that's really all it is. Like, and for the people out there listening to, if you're going through something like, cause life is life. Like, everything ain't always gonna be peaches and cream. So just be able to just stay yourself, like, throughout the whatever it is. I don't care whatever you're going through. You homeless, you lost a job, lost a family, all of that, bro. I know it's how hard it is to kind of actually go and do it. It's easier said than done, but I promise you just gotta stay yourself, bro. Stay your fucking self throughout the whole process, and I promise you, bro, once you stay dedicated and consistent to some shit, bro, then that's really the outcome is just gonna be everything you probably was fucking wishing for, bro.
Yeah, right.
So I wanted to make sure I put that out there and shit. I never really talk about that shit either. I don't never talk about my mom passing, and then a lot of people don't even be thinking that, because I never talk about that shit. But I had to make sure we come up here and we spoke on it, let you know that wherever you coming from, bro, I come from the same fucking place, bro.
Appreciate that.
At the end of the day, my fault, I ain't mean to dampen the mood in the room.
No, yo, straight, yo.
And we had to be real up here, bro. I'm sorry.
Straight.
But so, do you think that's how you think that's gonna take a toll, like on the music side of things moving forward? Like, once you able to bottle up all your emotion and kind of express it the best way artistically, how you think that's gonna kind of like affect it?
I don't know. I took 2 big losses back to back, so it was like I ain't even had time to really get over the first one, so it was like.
And don't rush that shit either, bro.
Yeah, no, I already know. It's just like then this one hit me like even harder because that's my mom. Feel me? Like that's the only person I had like before my grandma passed. Like that's like my go-to person. Like even like earlier conversation we talked about me finding out that I might possibly have a son. I would have went to her first about it. Feel me?
Yeah.
And then knowing that she wasn't there for me to go to, it was like, dang, I ain't got nobody to go to. Like my grandma passed, my mom passed. Like it was nobody to go to. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that shit kind of like.
Yeah, bro, that shit is. Yeah, man, that sense of just feeling like you're alone, but look, you got your people around you, so just know you ain't never at any point in life, bro. As long as you got people around you that genuinely care about you and love you and want to see you keep doing this shit at the highest level possible, you ain't never really alone, bro.
No, fact.
Like at the end of the day, like, and that's why I create this kind of platform up here to give people the outlet to come up here and talk. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got that many platforms in the city where niggas come up here and just have real genuine conversations. No agendas, none of that. Like I tell people all the time, I appreciate the more so the story aspect, like just like having a conversation. You never know where motherfuckers come from. You never know what you could relate to from people. And some people think that you gotta have a certain amount of followers or you gotta have a blue check or you gotta be this and that. I don't look for none of that, bro. Mm-hmm. You just gotta impress me. I don't fuck about none of that. Who I know, this person, that person, who sponsored it, who do none of that. Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, I make the final call and everything, and people got stories that I want people to be able to tell. Yeah. To the masses, bro. And if I can help get your story out there, I don't want anything back from it but just a conversation. Yeah, fact. Whatever else comes from that is what comes from that, and it's all on to you. So that's just the type of platform we building up here, and that's what we want to do. But so before we go ahead and get and wrap this, I just want to get into the music side of things, like right now. So you've been putting out music this year. Yes, sir. Can we look forward to a project or anything dropping? My manager been trying to get me to get a project together for so long. Right it's crazy. No, it's so crazy because he really be on my ass, bro. It's to the point we be arguing, like, cause like you know, as an artist, we sometimes want to do our own shit, but it's somebody that can see shit that we can't see. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he that person for me. He the person that can see what I can't see. But that No Corvette record that we had, now I can say that shit went crazy. That shit went crazy. And the reason why I say that is because like. People all over the world was doing that shit. You feel me? Really, if you go on TikTok and watch, we got Korean people, we got African, we got everybody doing that shit. So it was like that was a real big record, even though like it could be bigger. You know what I'm trying to say? The world's a big place. So we just after I dropped my last single called Deeper, now it's time like I'm probably about to put out a project. You wanna lock in? Yeah. It's crazy because I already got like 1,000 songs. See, niggas always like, I got 1,000,000 songs in the tuck. We could put one together right now if we need to. I just like working on new shit because, bro, like it like today I could feel like, say I'm depressed or something today. Tomorrow I might wake up and be happy. I'm going to still talk about some sad shit. I'm going to still talk about some fucking bitches at a party and some you know what I'm saying? So that's why I be liking recording new music. Like this nigga want to put a depressing album out. Let's do a pain album. Let's do a pain tape and just drop it. I'm like, let's do a happy tape and just drop it. Or we could balance it out and let's do it both. Yeah, so we just be arguing back and forth. We got enough songs. No, I want to record new songs. You know. We always back to back with that shit, so we gonna figure it out. But we definitely gonna drop a project. Like I don't know when, but it's coming. I'm about to ask, can we see at least before the end of 2021, or facts. Like, are we looking into like no the facts? The end of 2021, we gonna drop. All right, we got to. It's only right. All right, so it's September. So yeah, we giving you 3 months. So if they gonna your fans and followers gonna watch the episode, and they gonna be looking at this shit like nigga, you said the project at? Yeah, nigga, you said before 2022. Oh, it's crazy. Me and Too Rare got a record that I fucking around throwing there. Me and One Mirror. Okay. Then I'm probably grab like 2 more artists from the city that I fuck with, and I'm gonna put some features on it. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Is anybody else you looking to like? Can we possibly see like? I know we talk about your solo shit, so I don't want to talk about a collab project with somebody. Yeah. That's what I want. Anybody you would like collab with if you had to like pick somebody to collab with in the city like on a project? Cause I fuck with Rare. I fuck with Leaf Ward. I'm trying to get Leaf on something. Yeah, Leaf tough. We reached out to Young K and them, but they talking some crazy shit. Yeah, we ain't on that. Yeah, but. Leaf War, I want to do something with G1. Fucking, it's a couple artists I really fuck with, bro. I just spoke to G1 too. Yeah, I fuck with G1. G1, he hard, bro. Me and him spoke before because we had like a little altercation back a little while ago. Passed it up. Yeah, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing that we couldn't handle. Exactly, shit, so. Exactly. Take notes, niggas, young niggas in my fucking messages. And then the niggas would be in my DM like, bro, can I come over here, bro? You go see niggas in the comments on the blog pages like, man, that nigga shit ass. I went on Reddit one day. Yo, don't go on Reddit, by the way. I went on Reddit one day. A nigga hit me like, they posted your interview on Reddit. I'm like, oh, shit, that's what's up. Let me go in there and see what niggas talk about. Comments, all this shit. I'm like, damn. The fuck I do? Niggas like, I know, boy, oh, you clown. Da, da, da. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? You can't see who niggas is. Niggas name when they be like anonymous cat monkey.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, bro, that shit be wild, bro.
No
but
effects.
Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all still watching my shit, man. We doubled up 10K on
All
on
that
two
shit
videos.
matters though.
Bro, I'm
matters.
appreciative of all of it, bro. Like I said, this shit come with it, bro. I can't be mad at it. Like I just caught myself having a little altercation with somebody online, like going back and forth, and I'm just like, bro, why am I doing this, bro? Niggas gonna do this shit, bro. The more notoriety you get, and the bigger you get, this is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen
Niggas gonna tell stories about you when you was
used to
fucking in kindergarten. Niggas stole your apple off the table. Like this shit is gonna come with it, bro.
Facts.
Niggas like he was 5. I took his apple.
Niggas better hope no foul shit come to play though. I tell you that.
Yeah. One went that in 2021.
Yeah, niggas be getting exposed quick.
You mean? So that I don't think nobody. We should be good.
Shit be crazy.
But more so, man, I just want to say, bro, I appreciate you for coming up here and
what's this
sitting
made
down.
history shit you said you gonna
Oh yeah, made history.
Don't forget,
Yo,
don't forget that.
he made history because, and Al can tell he been here through every fucking episode.
Yeah.
He was the first artist to be on time.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
be on time.
That's how we coming, man. Listen,
Bro.
Wait, let me tell you why, right? Let me tell you why I'm always on time, right? They say the early birds get the worm first. So I'm always trying to get my worm before all these niggas.
Exactly. Yo, listen, bro.
So we done had mine, you heard me?
How many people we done had actually, bro? Man, listen, it been a lot. I'm just saying, he been the first artist to be on time. Remember one time we was in this joint, like a half hour into the joint, and mind you, we tell people, if I tell you this time, we really gonna start like an hour later. That time just be for you to get here, cause we setting up and stuff when you still get here and stuff.
Fact.
But bro, we was like
that's crazy. I walked in the fucking shit. These niggas in here still. Give me a second, Cash. We
waiting for Kwani and King. Kim called me on the way, bro. These niggas called me 5 minutes later. Yo, we at Wendy's, bro. You want something from Wendy's? I'm like, hey, bro, we like 30 minutes to the joint. Like, nah, no, bro. I was trying to bring you some Wendy's, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's cool, bro. I understand. Like, niggas can't be. I appreciate it, though, bro. But yeah, he's the first artist on time, so take notes. You mean when we up here,
man, be on time.
Come help us set up, bro. I mean, we provide the chips. Shout out to Rap Snacks. You mean, they want to see niggas' faces, but again,
ain't
bro.
this QC shit too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you already know. Shout out to QC, man.
QC kind of,
Rap Snacks.
I can't say too much on camera, but shout out to QC, bro.
Yeah, man.
But again, bro, I appreciate you for coming up and taking the time out to sit down and we have a conversation, bro. We're gonna make history on this episode too. So make sure y'all keep streaming, running this shit up. Go stream his music. Like he said, before the end of 2021, he got a project coming. Yep. You heard it on Tapped In.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? So go in the comments and tell a nigga he lying if he don't drop some shit.
We dropping.
And y'all can at me if y'all wanted to, because I'm gonna reply with the exclamation mark.
Yeah, where the fuck we at with this shit, man?
You know what I'm saying? But let them know where they can find you, bro, if they don't know.
Listen, man, this Yung Cash Capre, man. I got my new single out called Deeper, pushing over 50K. We over like 50K in a week. We damn near hitting like 60, 70. So we on the run for the project coming soon. I don't know when. If I don't drop a project, I am J Biz on Instagram. There you go, right there. That's the nigga y'all go to, man. But we coming. I appreciate y'all, man. We lit.
And so keep streaming, keep subscribing on YouTube. You can only find us on YouTube, and that's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Go do that, and just stay tuned, man. Like I said, more content dropping. Nothing. I keep the integrity up here, man. So you ain't gonna see me sitting down with anybody. So we gonna make this shit count. Yeah. And we here, man. Appreciate it.